How's it going, everybody? Here this last week, well, I guess last 4 days or so, since it's only Wednesday, I've been watching a lot of people's content, and I think I finally have realized why I'm never good at making my own content. And I think that it is because I'm trying to compare the content that like the little bit of content that I have made and put out there. I'm comparing that to some of these bigger channels, larger production type stuff, or even with some of the smaller things. I'm comparing it to that to try and be. I feel like I'm trying to shape my content into a similar version of their content because, well, obviously they get some views and they have a following or whatever. So like in my brain, it's like, oh yeah, okay, if I do it like them, then it should work out. But then I never make any real good content because I don't think about it, and I never film anything unless it's like last minute. And usually my GoPro battery dies or something like that. And but anyways, thinking on that, I think I've decided I'm gonna try this in a different way. And by a different way, I just mean my way. I'm not. I don't sugarcoat very many things. I cuss. I chew. I. I don't drink anymore. I've been sober for 5 years now. Don't do drugs or anything like that. But I'm not one to try and change the way that I am personally to make everyone happy. Um, Most of the time I say exactly what I'm thinking. For the most part, here the last few years, my filter has pretty well disappeared on that front. So I think that when I was sometimes my brain works a little faster than my mouth. Um, anyway, so I think when I was making the content before, I was never happy with any of it because it just seemed like it wasn't that good because I mean, it's kind of hard to explain, I guess. But anyway, I think from now on, we're going to try and flip everything to being more me, uh, and not catered to everyone else in the world. Because honestly, in the blue collar world, we all cuss, we all have vices, all these things. Instead of trying to be as friendly as possible, which I am a very polite mannered person, from what I'm told, for the most part, especially when it comes to a professional setting. Um, but me in general, as a person, is a unfiltered. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything to the at least to as much as possible. I guess I would say I do know when there's times that it's not good to be as blunt. But anyway, I wanted to make this quick little video, kind of talk about what I've been thinking about here, content wise. We're getting ready. I'm waiting on my chauffeur, uh, my buddy Brad that I was at Matt's with last year. We're going down again today. We're gonna leave here. Oh, it's right around noon right now here in Iowa. I think we're leaving about. Oh, I think he said he was gonna get off work about 12:30. So roughly about 1 o'clock, we're gonna start heading down there. We're gonna be there Thursday, and I think we're leaving Saturday morning. We did get VIP passes this year, so we could get in a little earlier and kind of see some of the things before it gets super super busy. I highly doubt anyone's gonna recognize me, because I mean I'm just me. I don't have some gigantic following or anything like that, though that would be fun. But if you do happen to, feel free to come up and say hi. Um, Shake my hand, do whatever. Uh, I'm not a scary person, I guess. I actually have really bad social anxiety, so I'm not the greatest in giant groups. Um, Hell, a few years ago, I went to Louisville, and I was, let's see, Jacob Bonham with Hatermade. He was sitting on his truck. He was sitting on a drive tire, and I was standing behind the tail lights, and I still never said like hi or anything like that. But I'm just not good with that, I guess. But I hope to see a bunch of people down there. I love going to the show every year. I learn a lot of stuff. Going to some of the seminars. I need to look at the seminar list for this year. Probably do that on my way down there. See which ones I'm going to go to. I go for the trucks, but I also go for the seminars. And also, I like checking out a lot of the vendors to kind of see what some of the newer stuff is that's coming out in the industry. Especially if it can help with, our bottom lines. With everything running really as thin as we are right now, with fuel prices and rates. But anyway, I think that's all I got for right now. I am taking my GoPro, some extra batteries, stuff like that. So hopefully I will actually get some content that's a little bit more just me. And I guess we'll see if people like it or if they don't. I mean, that's all there is to it. But anyway, hope everyone has a great rest of their week. Has a great weekend. If you're going to the show, drive safe. Have a good trip. Let loose a little bit. Have a little fun. We'll see you down there.